Hello everyone, my name is Sagar.Utekar. I'm currently doing LFX mentorship with KubeStellar, which is CNCF sandbox project. And today we have Arpit Srivastava. He is also IFOS intern at KubeStellar. I have specially invited Arpit because he is college student doing open source contribution. He is very enthusiastic about DevOps and currently doing IFOS internship with KubeStellar. So, such a all-rounder, we need to hear that how he is managing college life with open source contribution. And we are going to ask a lot of questions which will help newcomers as well to start their open source contribution. So let's get started. How are you, Arpit?
All good, all good. Hello everyone.
Okay. Can you introduce yourself and also tell us what drew you to KubeStellar project?
So, uh, Hello everyone. I am Arpit Srivastava. I am a third year undergraduate at the Sagar College of Engineering, Bangalore. I am pursuing my information science and engineering degree. And uh, and let's start with the basic introduction. In first year, I started with competitive programming. I did. I'm a Code Forces pupil and three-star rater at CodeShip. So in second year with by help of my seniors, I started doing dev. So from dev, I explored about Golang, different languages, JavaScript, Golang, TypeScript. So from Golang, digging into Golang, I got to know about DevOps. So
Nice.
it's for me, DevOps is amazing. So how it was so I started making projects, learning more about how DevOps, how Kubernetes, how Terraform, how CI/CD pipelines are laid. But I always had one question in mind, like is my code what I am writing right now will be used in production, and how it will be used. From there I started doing open source. I started exploring open source. So I would say this was exploring open source was one of my major turning points in my college life, where I got to learn and know people, like-minded people like me, to know how what is happening right now in production level environment, and with people having more than 20-30 experience and how they think. So from there I started and I got to know about KubeStellar, how amazingly it is managing multi-cluster Kubernetes clusters. So uh, from last 4 or 5 months I've been contributing to KubeStellar, and right now I'm an IFSO intern. So yeah, this has been journey from right now, and I hope I'll continue further.
Yes, great, great. That's very good introduction. Thank you very much. One thing which you mentioned during your introduction was you get ex- expertise or mentorship from people who have been doing or in the industry for 30 years. That's very rare, right?
Yeah,
Being college student and getting free mentorship from expert is the biggest perk I would say to contribute for open source projects.
absolutely.
So my next question is, how did IFOS program lead you into the interning at KubeStellar, and what excites you more about contributing to CNCF sandbox project?
So I would just my impression of CNC was it's a very big org. How will I able to contribute? And there are lots of people that are better than me. So this was my mindset initially, but it shifted with time. So Cubes, I started exploring different oils as well. Not only I started with CubeStellar. So when I started with CubeStellar, it was a very friendly way, I would say, a friendly way to get into. People are very the community is amazing. It was very helpful when I was a beginner. So I started contributing, I started doing good first issue, completing the issue, raising peer. And when I got the comfortable with Kipster, the platform, uh, I started raising PRs. My PRs were getting merged. After 20 to 25 PRs got merged, they saw that I'm a good candidate for contributing to the project. So they hired me as an IFOS intern. So yeah.
Wow, that's amazing journey. Even I'm getting to learn a lot of things from you. So next question is about the college life and then doing open source contribution. I know you are currently doing your bachelor's in computer science and then completing all those assignments, taking college exams, and then again doing this open source contribution and then IFOS internship. Can you break down or share your day-to-day activities, how it starts, and how do you manage your college also with open source contribution?
So yeah, for my audience, like what whoever is seeing this video, I would just say, don't do open source for money. Doing open source is not about money. It's about gaining experience, learning from the best, which is what I am experiencing. So initially for me also it was little difficult to manage college and open source, but and doing your own projects or doing your like other works. But at some point of time, if you have a thing in mind, if you have a thought in mind, then you'll find the way.
Yes,
So it was the same for me. I was managing my academics as well, and I was able to contribute to open source, make my own projects. So it's not about how will I able to manage this with that, how will I be able to manage that with that. So it's not like that. You will be able to manage if you are interested enough. That's the main point.
yeah,
And yeah, so
wow. That's very good point actually you made there. Open source programs are not about the stipends which they offer. It's more about involving new community contributors or open source contributors and changing their lives as well. If I, want to share my story of doing Google Summer of Code or again now LFX mentorship, it never been about the stipend. It's about getting that open source experience, working with such experienced people, and then that feeling of your project is going to be used by a lot of big companies, not
yeah.
only your company. So if you're working in any company for that internship, maybe that product will be used by very few people. But we are talking about open source projects like Kubernetes, KubeStellar. There are 200 or 300 plus projects in CNCF landscape itself, and those gets used by almost all the companies here in the world. That is the impact we are trying to create. So if you have a will, then you will definitely find a path and time to do your college, your studies, your exams along with your open source contribution. So very well done, so inspiring. Okay, my next question is how CubeStellar community supports newcomers. Did you find it very welcoming, or what is your experience when you first came across KubeStellar community?
So apart from the technical part of KubeStellar, I would say the best part is the community of KubeStellar. So it has like been a very good to me from the starting itself, from raising my first PR at KubeStellar, from doing an internship. So in KubeStellar, we have not only dedicated to Kubernetes or Docker containers, we have different varieties of repositories as well. We have for UI also, we have for A2A also, for MCP, for AI. Like AI, right now the trend says AI, so we also have A2A. Then we have plugins also. Plugins, if you want to contribute to CLI, how
Yeah,
CLI works, we have Kubeflex. For Kubernetes, we have the main KubeStellar repository. So it's a variety of, so like it's not like if you're contributing in KubeStellar, you're stuck in one thing. It's not like that. We have variety of things to contribute. Secondly, if there are good first issue, we have in each repositories we have a contributing Markdown file, README file, and if like for beginner like me, what I experienced, so don't be shy, please. Don't be shy to ask questions in Slack. I was there at your position. Everyone was there. Even uh, Sagar was there at your position. So please ask. People are there.
Yes,
People will respond to you. They will help. The best part is what review they are providing. It will be very valuable. I remember I raised a PR at Qflex, so it was there for 2 weeks. But the review what one of the maintainer did was amazing. That really helped me a lot to understand, to gain more experience about Golang. So it was excellent. So
great, great. Thank you for sharing your experience and stories as well. So, from your entire journey, what um, I'm learning is that even being a college student, you are getting a chance to work on Golang,
right.
UI part, DevOps, Docker, Kubernetes, Helm charts, and lot many things which maybe not get taught into colleges, right? So before getting graduated, you are already industry ready. So that is another benefit of doing open source contribution. And KubeStellar is always, have all the variety of those projects. You can start contributing to documentation. Now, if you are interested into AI part or agentic AI, then we have another project for that. If someone wants to contribute to Golang, then we have different project for that. So everything we have here. Okay. So my next question for you is that do you have any story to share? What unique challenges you have faced or any open source contributor newbie will face while contributing to open source project and how to tackle them? One tip you already gave is that always ask the questions, always ask the clarifying questions. If you are in doubt, there is a community, there are very good people in the community, they will always help you. Yeah.
So for the challenges, I have a small story. I would say. So I started contributing to one or I won't mention the name. So when I was contributing, I contributed for around 2 weeks. But later on, the workload got too much on me.
Mm.
I was not able to cope up. Then I realized it was not a disappointment. It was a realization, I would say. So what I like, the model of that experience was pick the best project for you, pick the best repository for you. Later on, the same thing happened with KubeStellar. Like the best part, the what I found initially, I was not that much comfortable, but later it was there because of the community help. The right repository, I found the right repository to contribute, and
Yes.
this was like for many people, many students, or even like working professionals, they won't find they find it difficult to contribute to repository or finding the best repository for themselves because of CNCF, because it is managing like 300 400 uh, community people at the same time. So just find the right repository for yourself. If you want to contribute to UI, find the TypeScript, and in KubeStellar also we have for UI. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's the main takeaway that I would say that I wanted.
correct. You again made a very good point that we need to join the community which is very active, which is very supportive, and you need to find that project which aligns with your goal and skill set. Otherwise, you will, be in that bubble of not doing anything or not doing any progress. And maybe after some time, you will feel like to give up. So
Yeah.
instead of that, do your homework where you want to start contributing for a very long time. It's not a 1 day or 3 months of journey. It's lifelong time. So if I'm started contributing to KubeStellar, then maybe I want to stick to contributing here for maybe couple of years at least. I need to think from that angle. It's not about 3 months. So very good point there. Okay. So my next question for you is that As you know, KubeStellar is in sandbox stage, CNCF sandbox stage. So for projects like a KubeStellar, why it is a great entry for any open source contributor or newcomer to start contributing to sandbox project?
So, in CNCF, the Sandbox project is the initial part of any organization. There are three mainly the phases of the any project. So, first is the sandbox, then incubation, and then graduating. So, right now, KubeStellar is in sandbox stage. So, uh, this, like, I would say, being at the initial part of the project till the end graduation is a marathon with lots and lots of learning, getting experience. So at the entry point, if you have the knowledge at the entry point, then definitely you will learn it, and even after graduation also you will have a amazing experience, I would say. I mean,
Yes.
with a like potential of being, so CubeStellar also have, if you are very good contributor, if you're contributing, if you're an intern, then CubeStellar also enables this opportunity to make you a maintainer of that particular repository.
Yes.
So this is also a very good, I would say, power in hand, and that will also give a very good reputation about you that you are managing a big organization like KubeStellar and different organization if you're contributing to different organization. So this CNCF part, the sandbox part, is amazing. It's a marathon.
I completely agree with you. So yes, definitely. When we are talking about sandbox project, and then maybe it will from sandbox it will go to incubating stage and then graduation stage. It will take couple of years, but we are going to live that whole journey. We are going to see what are the different features we are introducing to KubeStellar. The best part is you will have complete picture what is KubeStellar in and out. And when this project gets graduated, so just imagine that looking back at that whole journey. It's amazing feeling, right? A very good point you mentioned about CubeStellar being supportive for their contributors. If you are doing good contribution to different project, then we support them, all those contributors, and also make them from mainty to maintenance. And maybe in future they will handle this entire project, CNC project.
Yeah.
So that is again another benefit of associating with this KubeStellar project. Okay. So my next step is maybe you have heard this question a lot from newcomers. It how to start open source contribution. Are there any programs by KubeStellar or different organization through which these newbies can start open source contribution and make their first PR for the project?
So this, like, literally, this is the one of the most questions that has been asked by from my juniors as well as my peers. So right now we are in October month, and we are having Hacktoberfest. So I would say Hacktoberfest is the best time to contribute and make your first PR getting merged. You can start with KubeStellar. We have lots and lots of Hacktoberfest issues opened in UI repository, in KubeStellar repository. So let's break down the basic step. So understand, if you're like, after you have picked up the right repository for you, like A2A or UI or KubeFlex or KubeStellar, go to the issue section, make look for good first issue as you are a beginner. So get go to the community, ask for your assignment, they will assign you the issue, and you can work on it. So after, like, before working, you can directly fork your repository, clone it to your local device, and start working and pushing your commits, and then making the PR, and
Yeah.
then asking to review from the, like, experienced maintainers that are there in the community, and if there are any changes, any like they want a specific thing to be added, or you are missing anything, so they will just ask you to update it. So it's a very simple, yet learning process, I would say,
Yeah.
for any newcomer. So it's not like you how will I able to do it? How will I able to contact with the maintainers? They are on a such big level. No, it's not like that. I would rather say like I have a story, a small story. So like when I made my first pair, I was doing it from my main fork branch. So Mike, one of my maintainers at KubeStellar, he just suggested me to not do it. You know,
Yeah.
like it was a learning for me, I would say. After that, literally after that, I started making different feature branch for it. So this was amazing, and this is what open source does to you.
Yes. True.
So yeah, for newbies, KubeStellar and Hacktoberfest is the best time to contribute and make it PR must.
Right. Right. Yes. So I'll add a couple of points to that. We have good contributing.md for almost all the project repositories, which everyone can go through it step by step. All the steps are given there. They need to read it, understand how to start contributing, because we have concept of signed PRs as well. So they need to sign their commits before pushing that. And there are very few commands, git commands, any newcomers should know to start contributing to any projects, not only KubeStellar. It add, commit, and push. That is
Yeah,
all, right? Uh, to start fixing the issue, they can get assigned that issue. That is very good tip you get. They can go to GitHub repository and check available issues, open issues, merge issues, and closed issues as well. If they have found something missing, they can create a feature type of issue as well. If they found that this feature is missing in KubeStellar, then they can open issue for that and ask to assign, or someone else can also work on that. So as part of DevRel team, we also wrote one of the blog to help newcomers. I'll drop the link in the description so people can go through it and read about all those steps, make their first VR.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, my next question for you is that what is one key lesson which you would like to share from Kubestellar community, and how it has helped you to grow as a developer in your journey?
So my experience and my best key takeaway is like I was only focusing when I started contributing to KubeStellar. I was only focusing on one language, Golang.
Yeah,
But later I realized that it's like eventually I started contributing with TypeScript also, which I didn't have that much of command. So by this, I also got the command of TypeScript as well as different languages. So this key takeaway was the amazing part. I also made changes with Helm chart. I only had a theoretical experience how Helm chart works, but after contributing to Kubernetes, I had a good knowledge about how Helm chart works, how CI/CD works. So amazing experience. Yeah.
great. Okay, this is going to be my final question. Looking ahead, what impact do you hope your IFOS work will have on the Kubestellar evaluation in the CNCF ecosystem?
So right now we are working on the end-to-end testing of the UI repository using Playwright. So after we have completed with Playwright, the whole the main laydown, the main pathway of our UI will be almost complete with because the end-to-end the testing part will be complete because obviously we have more features to come
Yeah,
because uh, the other integration testings, the backend, that is there always, but the testing of the UI.
yeah,
So right now, the testing part of the UI is a little bit less, from I would say, from my experience. But after we have completed with the Playwright end-to-end testing, so it would be amazing. So suppose I'll just give you an example, so the you'll understand more. So right, suppose you add a page to the UI repository, and you by mistake introduce breaking changes. So Playwright will able to identify those changes And because of this, our work will be also be very easy to identify directly on the PR itself, PICSCD itself. So with this, our UI will improve a lot, and that will really had a great impact on the CNCF as well.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. And it's an amazing project currently you are working on. Um, I really liked your journey, and I'm sure our learners and viewers are going to enjoy this your entire journey, because you are being a college student doing open source contribution. You have done, I think, CodeShip or Code Forces as well.
Mm.
Competitive programming, you are doing development. Now, the current IFOS project yours says testing, end-to-end testing for a UI. You are contributing to UI, testing, DevOps, Golang. Amazing, amazing story. I'm sure lot of students and professionals will get inspired by you on the time management part as well. And you gave lot of tips to start contributing to open source project and how to leave this entire journey of being open source contributor. So thank you very much for your time. I really enjoyed this podcast and I wish you best luck.
Th- Thank you, Sagar. Lastly, I would like to really thank my maintainers. They were only because of them I right now what I am doing, and because of them I am there in the podcast. So I would really like to thank Andy, Mike, Kevin, Shivam, Omkar. So because of them, they only led me here. Because of their uh, reviews, what I have done in my PR. So thank you, and thanks a lot for inviting me, Sagar.
Yes, thank you very much. See you soon.
Yeah.